right? So if you look at the chart of ancient catastrophes, you're probably expecting a volcanic eruption or a plague. But if you look at the 3rd century BCE, there's this massive, ugly spike. It's the First Punic War. It lasted 23 years. Why? Because Rome and Carthage couldn't agree on who owned Sicily, an island. Classic human behavior, honestly. Anyway, Rome was a land power, and Carthage actually knew how to sail. Rome eventually found a wrecked Carthaginian warship on a beach, copied it, and made their legionaries practice rowing on wooden benches on dry land. It probably looked completely ridiculous. But whatever. It worked. Then they went to sea. At the Battle of Cape Ecnomus, they had about 300,000 guys crammed onto boats. Imagine the noise, just splintering wood, screaming, and guys in heavy armor trying not to fall into the water. In one afternoon, 40,000 people died. Just gone. Deleted from the dataset. But that wasn't even the worst part. The Romans were objectively terrible sailors, and they built their ships too top-heavy. A storm hit them near Camarina, and instead of fighting, 300 Roman ships just smashed into the cliffs. 90,000 guys drowned in a single day. Imagine surviving a massive naval battle just to sink because your engineer didn't understand buoyancy. 2 years later, another storm hit, and another 40,000 men went straight to the bottom. And Rome's response to losing over 100,000 people to bad weather was just to tax their citizens, draft a new generation of teenage boys, and build more ships. Carthage did the exact same thing. It just kept going year after year, entirely hollowing out their populations. Which brings us to the final bar on our chart. When Carthage finally quit in 241 BCE because they literally ran out of money and humans, the accountants finally cleared the ledger. The total estimate? Between 250,000 and 400,000 dead. Now, in modern terms, that might just look like a bad couple of months in World War II, but you have to remember how empty the world was back then. If you adjust that number for today's global population, it's the demographic equivalent of over 15 million people being completely vaporized over a fight for a Mediterranean island. So, yeah, long before gunpowder or bombs, humans were already doing speedruns of total demographic collapse. Neat. Like and subscribe, I guess. Or don't.